If a student athlete wants to be a part of a conference that celebrates history, community, and values leadership, then the CIAA and its famous tournament is an attractive option. The CIAA is the nation's oldest historically black athletic conference, and after a 15-year run in Charlotte, North Carolina, the CIAA tournament has found a new home in Charm City. After 70 years, the CIAA is back in Baltimore.
Black excellence on steroids,
in real
right?
life.
Jordan Peebles flushes it home. Raining threes for the Broncos. 67-52, Lincoln, your 2022 CIAA Tournament champs.
Lincoln University, the nation's first degree-granting HBCU, made the 10-hour-plus road trip to the CIAA tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina for the last 15 years. Now, with the move to Baltimore, that 10-hour road trip has drastically cut down to just an hour and a half.
Our initial reaction was excitement because it allows a lot more of a home advantage in our mindset. It's easier to travel for our alumni coming from the New York, New Jersey area. And obviously Baltimore, we have a large crowd from there as well. So and logistically, being that we're the most northern university in our conference, it's a little bit of relief.
If you were to ask any of the hundreds of thousands of fans that the CIAA tournament brings in each year, they will tell you the tournament is more than a basketball championship. It's a social event and a family reunion. Those components made it a competitive bidding war for the tournament, with Norfolk, Charlotte, and Baltimore as the frontrunners. The economic impact for the city of Charlotte and the state of North Carolina brought in roughly $650 million in 15 years. Baltimore hopes to bring that same success to the predominantly urban city. Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott even says it's a chance to showcase the city and give it an economic boost.
Initially I said, wow, I couldn't believe it. It'll be interesting because Baltimore loves basketball. That whole area loves basketball, DC. And there's a lot of alumni from other, historically black institutions and colleges, all the schools. Winston-Salem has an alumni base, Virginia Union, you name it, they all have it up there.
I live in Baltimore, so waking up in the morning on the radio, hearing the commercials, seeing the signs, just people getting excited. Like if I wear a Lincoln shirt somewhere down there, people are asking questions. So I think it's a really good look for the city and definitely a positive look for Baltimore as well.
In pop culture and the media, the city of Baltimore isn't always portrayed in the best light. Bringing an event that is known for its black excellence and connection to higher education is definitely a positive look for the city.
I do believe wherever a championship goes, if you are a fan of CIAA, you're a fan of the game, you're a fan of the sport, that you would make the effort to come wherever we decide to go and to support that community. We're dealing with a population that is an urban population that has had a need. They have a need for events like this to come in their city and bring vibe and energy.
While some programs can see the benefits of moving to Baltimore, 8 of the 12 CIAA member schools are located in the Carolinas. They now have to worry about the financial hurdle of travel. Like Johnson C. Smith University, who has been the host school for the last 15 years and had little to no travel.
The number of teams that we have to move, the men's and women's basketball team, the cheerleaders, the pep band, and then other constituents associated with the university, whether it was alumni affairs or the president's office. All those things had to be accounted for. So it is an enormous expense. It's not a freebie. And so therefore you have to pay for those hotels and meals and travel expenses. I would anticipate that could run anywhere from $75,000 to $100,000 per school.
The way they set it up where all the hotels were near the arena, I thought that was the icing on the cake. And they also held the prices pretty low for the team so you could afford to stay up there, which was big. It wasn't outrageous pricing and stuff like that. So I think they made it really accommodating in terms of once you get up there, that everything else is right there and it was easy to navigate through the city.
Fayetteville State 65-62. Their first CIAA tournament championship since 1973.
We're here to help the charm get even more charm. So that's our job, to collaborate with them in a way where we're all benefiting from being in the city.